Hey all you fashion lovers out there, I'm not sure if you guys follow beauty pageants. It may be too much glitz and glamour for some of you. But the Miss USA pageant was actually this past Sunday, and I thought it'd be pretty fun to make a video about what I thought about the top 10 contestants and their evening gowns. You guys don't have to share the same opinions as me. After all, everyone has this different taste. So please keep that in mind, and here we go, in no particular order. Miss Alabama. Okay, my first impression of this dress was that it was gorgeous. I loved all the jewels on the bodice, and it's very form-flattering. If you have the perfect body like she does, obviously, it shows all the right curves in all the right places. However, I wasn't really sure how it looked up close because the color is very similar to skin tone. So, would it look like a second layer of skin that wrinkles when you move? That didn't sound too attractive to me, so I think I will have to rate this dress a 7 out of 10. Okay, next up is Miss Oklahoma. The first time I saw this dress, I was like, what is she wearing? I'm not a fan of slinky heavy dresses at all because they just show off every bulge on your body. You have to have the perfect body for it. But as she was walking around the stage in it, I think it started growing on me. I wonder if it had anything to do with the fact that I really like Miss Oklahoma. She was my favorite throughout the whole pageant. You can't tell from this picture, but she was the only one with blonde bangs and red-toned hair. That is my favorite look on a girl. I could actually recognize her among all the Barbie-looking contestants in the pageant. Like, she was different. Anyways, back to the dress. The gems on it sold me. What kind of girl doesn't like shiny things? I think I'm gonna have to give this dress a 7. And here is Miss Georgia. For her, I thought this was a very good idea that she chose white, since it contrasts against her skin tone so much. The white does its job here. It's a very clean look. I'm sorry if I'm a bit biased, but I'm not very fond of white dresses, especially not in beauty pageants. I'm a girl that loves patterns and textures, and this dress has none of that. I agree that this dress looks beautiful on Miss Georgia, but I thought it lacked a bit of a personality. It's also slightly too sexy for something as classy as this pageant. I give it a 5. And here we go with Miss Texas. I guess sparkly dresses are very in now. I thought this color was just perfect for the girl from the Lone Star State. I love how she complemented it with blue earrings too. She looks like the all-American girl. However, I do have some slight issues with this dress. Why did the sheer part start right where her crotch was? That is way too short. I'm also not overly fond of the bottom part of the dress. I can just imagine how awkward that will look up close, like chunks of jewels on a thin sheer piece of fabric. Do you know what I mean? Since I only like the top half of the dress, I'm just going to give this half the possible score, which is a 5. Here is Miss Colorado. I normally like red, but this gown didn't work for me at all. It looks very old, sort of drab. It's lacy and it just looks like something that could have been a grandma's curtains or something. It's not a bright or rich red. I'm not sure what kind of red to call this. I'm confused. However, despite my confusion, I liked how she paid homage to her Latin blood and chose red, even though it is an unattractive shade. I have to give this a 3 or 4. Miss Maryland here is wearing white, which is once again complementing her skin tone very well. Initially, I absolutely didn't like this dress because I thought it was boring. I've seen the bottom part of the dress in so many prom dresses. However, I kept staring at the bodice, like really staring at it, imagining how the bodice must look like in real life, and I concluded that with that ivy design, the bodice must look like a corset. And guess what? I really like corsets. I honestly can see myself wearing this dress. Sometimes simplicity is key. I have to give her a 7.5. Miss New Jersey. Why did you have to wear white? I'm sorry to say that I absolutely hate this dress. What is so special about this dress? Nothing makes this stand out. I would barely let it slide at prom, so I will not let this slide on the Miss USA pageant. This dress looked like it was in fashion maybe 10 years ago. I need some sex appeal, some flair, and this dress doesn't give it to me. I apologize for being so harsh, but I give this a 1 or 2. Miss Ohio, you're one big breath of fresh air. I can't thank you enough for adding color to the stage. Okay, I'm actually speechless because this dress is really stunning. The color does all the talking, no need for sparkles or revealing cuts. It just shows off that she has a bright personality. She's not someone who's afraid of standing out, my kind of girl. I give her an 8 or 9. Have you ever watched the Lizzie McGuire movie? This dress sort of reminds me of that inflatable igloo dress. Okay, wait, never mind, forget I said anything. Next contestant now. Miss Nevada here looks just like a goddess. Yes, yes, I know you guys expect me to hate because it's white, but what can I say? That necklace and sweetheart bodice accentuates her neck so perfectly. Her legs look miles long, and she looks like she's floating. I can't help but give this look an 8 or 9. And finally, we have Miss USA 2012 from Rhode Island, bringing a pop of color. The style of this dress isn't even particularly different, but again, here's another example of color doing all the talking. I found the green underlay quite an interesting contrast from the primrose color too. I give it a 7 or 8. Congratulations, Miss USA. You're gorgeous. Well, that's the end of my rant, and I apologize if you thought I was too harsh. I tried finding the good and bad in everything. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Thank you for watching.